Members of the House and Senate are discussing adding border security provisions to a short-term funding bill in hopes of gaining enough House Republican support to avoid a weekend government shutdown. By Thursday evening, ArrowRight had not solidified a clear agreement, and the two chambers were at loggerheads over the short-term funding plan. If a solution to the impasse is not found, the government will shut down at 12:01 a.m. on Sunday. The Senate advanced the vehicle for a bipartisan continuing resolution that would keep the government open beyond Saturday's funding deadline. The package, which maintains current funding levels through mid-November, also includes additional funding for domestic disaster aid and Ukraine, which has sparked controversy among House Republicans. But that doesn't include additional funding for border security, which House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has said is key to supporting a stopgap bill in his chamber. President Biden also asked Congress for additional funding to address border security and the fentanyl crisis. It would require the support of 60 senators to amend the Senate's continuing resolution, meaning if all Republicans support dition, they would need just 11 Democrats and independents to participate. But details of any proposal on the border will be important, as parties rarely agree on issue. On Thursday morning, McCarthy told reporters that he had been in talks over the past 24 hours with some Senate Democrats who want to add border funding to their chamber's ongoing resolution. He also noted that Sen. Kyrsten Sinema, who has criticized Democratic leaders in White House and Senate for not allocating more money for the border, is among lawmakers he has been in contact with. Sen. John Cornyn said Senate is trying to find a way to increase the votes, avoid a shutdown at same time, have real teeth on border and immigration reform that is credible, potentially achievable. Senate Republicans on Thursday evening were considering an amendment to the ongoing resolution that would include $6 billion in funding for border security but no new immigration policy. According to two Republican aides who spoke on condition of anonymity, discussed the negotiations. Two bipartisan groups of senators, Sens. Murphy James Lankford and Susan Collins, Thom Tillis Sinema, were also seen participating in the talks. While Murphy said he was open to changes to the Senate's ongoing resolution, he said there was no agreement between House and Senate Republicans on exactly what ditional border policy would look like. There is no consensus among Republicans on what changes they want on immigration, Murphy said. Some funding, policy, some big policy, small policy. It's very difficult to resolve all these differences and differences with the Democrats between now and Saturday. The final passage of the Senate workaround resolution came from Sen. Who opposes any new funding for Ukraine and said Thursday he would object to advancing